Hi there. As you can see, as of recently, I've been trying to begin this stream quite a bit earlier than I used to. But that's like to stretch out the starting soon screens, not that I actually starting to play earlier. That's for two things mainly. First, so that people have more time to get notified and tune in, so I don't start right away. Also because Twitch likes to play at the start of the stream, so I let that pass by. So it won't interrupt me. In any case, it's back to Octopath 0. Last time left me with quite a few unanswered questions. I finished the Master of Wealth quest, which it featured Hermina Sevilla and Bargil as your main ally. And I was expecting Bargil to join you as a full party member. After that, he did not. I did really like that quest more than I was expecting. Some stuff on it was strange, like the weird focus on friendships. It's just felt too juvenile for that plotline. But Termina was a very... yes, I could say a very fun villain. In a kind of twisted way. Kind of wish she could get expanded upon, but she's already dead by now. I'd like to see a full game's length with a villain like yours, the main antagonist. I also had to get yields from my ranch, which I might be able now. Looks like my chickens won't actually produce eggs, surprisingly. Friendship's usually used as an easy message of hope. That's true. Although with that story from last stream, I think they could have framed it in a more subdued way. It could have ended with them saying something to the effect that yeah, we succeeded as a mafia family because we cultivate honor and trust among our members. Instead of just talking about the power of friendship. I can upgrade my buildings now. And I need something called Radiant Cornerstones. I think I got a couple. Perform town building anywhere. That's nice, but don't make that much of a difference. It's just a short walk to that place with the hammer. This lets me add my party from the main menu. I think this too would be nicer to upgrade since it yeah, to give me more slots to cultivate stuff. But do I have anything new to plant here? Oh, so it's not like these are not consumable items. Once you have a paprika or tomato seed, you can plant as many as you want to. That's why I had more than one chicken. Because they're actually infinite. I think that if someone were to make a Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon style game with these graphics of like HD 2D, I could get really hooked on that. There's that newish Rune Factory game I wanted to stream at some point. I want to do the Master of Fame quest next. So I have to come here first and ignore the Master of Power quest for now. I only noticed like the other day that way back in the beginning when they show you the pictures of the 3 villains and ask who you want to pursue first, the one shown in the Master of Fame option is not the guy with the like clown mask from the village. The one who was hiding in the closet. It's somebody completely different. As it was like pretty androgynous looking character. I'm actually not sure if it's a man or a woman. Should be interesting either way. Maybe it's just an unmask. Their hair also completely different. As like long blonde hair. Unless they have like a very elaborate disguise. I head into Theatropolis. Then I forget which button opens the full map. Yeah, but with their steel set, I think that character was wearing like an armor suit and had this sword. So they look very distant from what the clown guy was. Maybe he's just being safe for later. Going further east will get me to the coastlands, which should be over here. Or maybe here, I don't remember like the layout of the continent by heart. But it's split in those regions and each region is a different biome. Maybe into the forest, the tundra, and now the plains. Though we're gonna have a problem in that I'm really overleveled for this area now. Since it's designed to be like potentially the first place you go to once you have the freedom to do so. I was expecting the game to like regulate itself and make the subsequent quests like a higher level, but it's not doing that so far. And that's gonna be a ton of people to interact with. Lightlands House Blueprints, is that like a new house design that the game built? His graph countenance tends to strike fear into travelers, so it makes a point of offering a warm cheerful welcome to and any directions he may need. I can get a skill from him. Also, I realized that Entreat is the option that's replacing stealing from the first game. Because it worked the same way, you had a percentage chance of getting each item you chose from an NPC. Meaning stealing is just not a thing anymore. This X would be really good for my avatar.
つまらないの
4 more tries. Nice. I can try for this sound later.
いただいておくわ
Like again, you can just save scum for this stuff. Off stream, you just find a safe spot and just pull this until you get the RNG in your favor. I have a hand axe, which I think is like the default starting one. This is way stronger. I could have made the previous quest so much easier if I just stepped like into the entrance of this city and took this axe from the soldier. Can do business without any sort of fee. Is Theatropolis a
教えて
tax haven? A shady apothecary in Valor taught him to make a concoction that still comes in handy when freeing his debts. As there's gonna be someone to recruit in here. Oh, he gave a rest book, which I guess is gonna unlock him more stuff for cooking.
いただいておくわ力を借りるわ
The way that you recruitalize in this game is
教えて
pretty much the same as it works in Saga games. I kept like throwing comparisons to that series. Oh, it has an evasion buff. You know where you can purchase brandy
力
from
を借
Valor.
りるわ
I have to take the novel to the distillery. Oh right, there was that other quest about someone who wanted me to find the NPCs that would buy his drink, I think. And in general, Octopath Zero feels even more similar to a Saga game than the previous games were. Because you have one starting character and you have a lot of freedom to where you want to go, and you get new party members or just find it around the map. Sometimes you have to do a quest to get them. And I loved like this space for an RPG. I wish there were more like it. And if you're going to adapt a gacha game, so like a game that has tons of characters you can potentially use, I think that's a great way to like handle having a big cast. Instead of frustrating yourself by using a gacha system, you're just finding around the map. My wealth rank has gone up, whatever that means.
教えて
A third powder is specially made with only the horrors of spice and will leave any ordinary person writing in agony for hours. It can be fat, but it's a bit risky to my level. So it would be a nice way to test my brand new X. So I will just find a safe spot first. It's right here. Also, I had a couple new skills to equip. Oh, that's what my avatar has really been needing a stronger bow skill, although this one is catastrophically expensive, costs 30 SP. And I had this counter that I had removed from my avatar, which I was meaning to give to Viator since he's been the tank. Also, can have this like cheaper sword skill since most of his SP will go for his defensive buffs. This one's a bit odd. It says deals more damage in the next step is guaranteed to be critical. And it's very expensive, like you use this much SP just for having to use a skill in the next turn as well to deal this much damage. I guess if I break an enemy and you have like 5 BP, I can use 2 in this first shot and then 3 BP in that new Radiant Arrow skill I just learned. And now I'm able to change jobs if I want. But it does not look like you can have like 2 jobs at the same time. That's what I was hoping for. But no, I decided to unlock a new one. It's probably gonna be this color. Stia just got a massive increase to her SP. Oh, I recall this NPC had a good skill. She has a SP restore.
力を借りるわ。
And this recovers Stia's new SP. His sign out was beside the chapel. Alright, I should eat first. Can't do that during battle. And that's for one revive item, which I really need because I was left up with none after the last boss. And he's victorious, which is nice since Yuki has a brand new one. He still has that gimmick. Naturally, I expect to be using spells here, but I don't have many on me yet. I'm really gonna need like a black mage or two in my party as my next recruits.
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。えい、覚悟はいいか。さあ、俺らの番だ。こっちの番だ。
I can now start setting up the tank for the altar.
どこからでも来なさい。
行くわよ。
Please, about attack twice, better
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
defend with the couple characters.
絶対負けるかよ。済ませたか。お祈りは済ませたか。もう祈るぜ。
I'll say we're gonna need someone who has a reviving spell.
力を込めて。全力で行きます。行くわよ。えい、今のうちね。直すわ。
この気を逃さん。
今のうち力いっぱい。勝ったー。チャンスだよ。
Celso has a full BP goat.
直すね。
髪ができちまったな。
元気出して。感謝するわ。今よ。
So let me try this Radiant Terror.
悪いわね。畳みかけましょう。
Nice on the vicinity of 3,000 now.
腹ごとな。神様がご覧だ。ダブル。一気に。我が名はビアトル。
行くよ。直すね。
Depending on how much he spends that tail with, Viator spell is not gonna help a lot.
神様が見てらっし
Yeah,
ゃ
well,
るぜ。
just checking if he was weak to bow, but alas.
お任せください。すぐ直します。助かった
さあ、はっ、こっちの番だ。はっ、おっと。
ー。行くわよ。
No, I forgot to change the weapon.
こっちの番。
This is going south, I can't revive anybody.
まあ、そういう日もあるぜ。
Oh, if you run away, you lose reputation, so... I'll be reloading now. Now I wanted to find this new party member that's gonna be somewhere in this city. And for now, I'm not going to worry about getting new equipment for me, because according to the game at least, this class is way below my level, so I'm not gonna be finding this challenge for a while.
教えて。
So I can save my money in the meantime.
教えて。教えて。
Dang, they have got someone finally buff or something.
いただいておくわ。
but I didn't buy anything, you just gave me those items.
教えて
Also, I haven't done this in the Frostlands town yet. Because I want to go to that dungeon faster. Alright, at least you can buy revive items in this game. Because I think of Dragon Quest monsters where you'll never like unlock the Yggdrasil lives in any shop, even in the post game. Even after the post game boss, I think. As there is a party member somewhere. Right, the map shows me the icon here, but if I go outside, then it's gone. He is using to stock up on supplies, but when he took in a play at the theater, he acted openly for the first time in his life. Now he's desperate to share these emotions with someone else. And he seems to have a couple very powerful equipment. This would be great if I have the patience to save Scum stealing, or should I say entreating them from him. We have a 3% success rate. Why do others like play so much? I think they're scary. They can unable to sleep after his parents took into the theater. They come from long lines of fighters and would hope he's someone here at the call too, but he wants to be an archaeologist instead. Nothing in this house. I think this game never has like hidden stuff for you to find on the map, it's always marked. Nothing here either. We're all waiting for her Despion parents. What does Despion mean? Very well, I sounded just like a mommy, right? Mommy and daddy didn't come back after the play. They used to be so nice to me, maybe I thought was acting as well. Maybe that's gonna be for a side quest later. Because this bio stands out. Funny enough, it stands out because it's a lot shorter than most of the other bios for NPCs. A lot of people here. Also, there's what I think is the new party member. A Barry fellow diligently pursuing his studies. He lived a rough lifestyle, but turned a new leaf and became a regular at the library. He secretly pines for the novel-reading librarian and has begun writing in the hopes of winning her over. Alright, and he has got a skill. A skill about hitting an enemy really hard with a book. It's too difficult to get now, but I could save contest off stream if I have the patience to do it. The book is far mightier than any sword, which can be doubly true in this universe where you can use the books as weapons. I'll write Master of Books since like I can't inquire on you. The Master of Books is level 60. So he really means it when she says the book is mightier than any sort. A bibliophile cleric.
教えて。
Her thoroughgoing command of the sermon literature seems to have helped her grow the audience for her own preaching. Starting with the librarian, the burly man. Nice. Got new stuff.
いただいておくわ。
Faithful heart. If she's placed on the church, she adds 1 to the helper's original use count. So you can come back when you actually have a church, then she should be easier to recruit. Cannot sit at in reading, that's why there's like uneducated people.
教えて。
His patronizing manner has acting slightly isolated from the scholarly community. Since losing his wife, he regrets not being kinder to others in the past. And he's got a lightning spell, which I'll have to get. His brute force is the only language you speak.
さて仕事と行くか。
弱点ね。
神見え見えなんだよ。俺らの番。せい。狙い目だ。この気を逃さん。と。
全力で。やっ。
一気に仕掛ける。
Is very tanky for a level 7.
込めて。やっ。こっちの番。えい。元気出して。
Also, that was Viator's new counter activating.
こちらの番です。
こっちの番だ。と。
さて。今直すわ。畳みかけましょう。
Oh, whoops, not too good.
ど真ん中だ。
チャンスだよ。
できた。連射。決まった。明日のために。
This was a gift from my late wife.
私のものね。
They're impossible to inquire now, but I can get a popular romance novel.
いただいておくわ。
And they have a skill called Mind Rot. Entreat Alexa for her paper. Why do I want her paper?
教えて。
Alexa is a scholar who hails from the Warrior Academy of Atlazon, currently journeying across the land to research ruins and collect her own thoughts. Funny since she's from the Warrior Academy, because I'm noticing now that her outfit has the color scheme of the Teikoku uniform from like back in Nazuma 11. What a funny coincidence.
いただいておくわ。
The distillation of my research. Blue Junk can only be taken the Flamebringer. Magic is, I hope so. That's what I really need. Divine rings are said to choose their bearers. I studied the secrets of the past. Speaking of 2011, this game is the opposite of that game when it comes to the auto mode, like the dialogue goes by too fast. Which I think it's because it's like, it's timed around the Japanese dialogue, which is usually shorter. And wasn't extended for the translated version.
改めまして、私はアレクシア。よろしく頼む。君に力を貸すにやぶさかではない。あ、一つお願いがあるのだ
They
が、
request that they stop at any ruins we encounter.
必ず立ち寄ってくれ。
Those terminals mentioned count as a ruin after we
真理へと至ろう。
raided it. Wonder what's happened to it. Nice, that was easy. She can use the staffs, so I can give her that one I just got. And she starts with an AoE lighting, which I think is not the same as holy. It's like electricity. And dark, they are both AoE, so I think spells being AoE is the standard for this series. I don't actually remember that from the first game. It also means it to be expensive, so they're difficult to use against like single alone bosses. It sounds like dealing with large mobs of enemies. Also, I really like her design. She's reminding me a lot of a certain Saga character. I will put her on my front line. And I also had this Screamer, which I don't remember getting. And she joins me at level 15, so I guess everybody required to be balanced around your average, like party level. So I don't have to like raise them from level 1. Anyway, what did I come here for again? This must be the Tether. Oh, if she's level 15, then she must be able to learn a couple skills right off the bat. Raise ornament attack for 3 turns. That sounds useful. And she has a double cast on lightning and dark, which I guess is the only way to like deal magic damage multiple times in one turn. And I remember Analyze from Octopath Traveler. That was really useful. Now she stores a spell when the spell is not used. In a turn after a spell is used. Mace just got a massive elemental defense buff. She might like be suited for being on the front now. I spent a fortune on the secret only to find out it was a fake. I thought I was intuiting this purchase. It's an extremely weak accessory, but it beats not having any, which is the case for a lot of my party members still. He once started ambitions of writing his own plays, but the atrocious quality of his work proved an unsuperable barrier. Now he focuses on supporting other talented play artists then. A woman who loves the theater so much she got a job there as a receptionist. Unfortunately, she didn't consider that being stuck at the reception means she can't see any plays at all. She recently started pestering the manager to let her switch places with the janitor. And she's got a fan skill and it's gonna cost both of my kidneys if I want it. Maybe a 3% haggle chance. Her items are this expensive, but she's much cheaper to hire. Eu tô em full helpers as of now. Aspiring actor says the path I took was the right one. I wasn't mistaken, I was drunk. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Oh, he's got a revival item. Can't do much with the manager. Oh, this one said the drop of August displays is so realistic they are. Almost as though they depict true events. Oh, am I gonna walk in and watch like a depiction of my village being burnt down? That's what I think this is foreshadowing. Murder.
私は己の愛に生きるの。後悔はないわ。
Of course.
あの方を愛してよかった。
And yeah, about 90% chance that the boss fight is gonna be on that stage. Also, there's a clown, but pretty sure he wasn't not the character when you're prompted to choose a villain.
アーギュスト様は大陸一の劇作家よ。その劇はまるでもう一つの人生のよう。幕が降りると一生を得た感動と空虚さに包まれるわ。何度でも味わいたくなる。
I must see us play again and again and again.
アーギュスト様。ねえあれ、大女優フランセスカよ。主役のマーガレッタのなんて美しい。フランセスカ様、よろしければこのお花を。さすがは大女優ね。舞台の上とは別人だわ。アーギュスト様に目をかけられ有名になっただけよ。
Okay, so that he is August. I had actually forgotten his name.
アーギュスト様。アーギュスト様。アーギュスト様は大陸一の天才です。その皆を知らない者は大陸にいません。
It's not across the realm, probably because you won't stop saying it out loud.
同じ時に生まれて幸運ですわ。
身に余る言葉ですね。
This is something a lot like a quote that's probably gonna be the twist here.
私の作品は唯一にして至高の物語。マーベラス。どうぞ次回作をご期待ください。
次はどんな物語なのかしら。
About this village I set fire to.
今から待ち遠しいわ。
私の集大成ご覧に入れましょう。
Meet with August, sure. We're so available, we can probably just fighting right here and now and skip the rest of the quest. Actually, I kinda wish the game would let you do that if you've cleared another quest before. If it's not going to rebalance the level of this one.
劇などありもしない虚像に過ぎぬ。だが誰もが血眼になり私の劇場へ足を運ぶ。なぜか人は何を求め
Why is it that people
生
live
き
for?
るのか。その答えが私の劇にある。君の目は深い光を宿している。
Oh, that's right. My character does not know who this is because he was hiding in the
囚わ
closet.
れているかのようだ。
At least he might not know he was involved in the village attack.
君は自らが見たものを信じるかね。 やはりそうか。それでいい。きっと見れるぞ。素晴らしい結末をね。
Oh, it's say already dungeon. What kind of monsters are gonna be
そ
here
の
in the
先へ
theater?
は進まない方がいい。知らぬ方が幸福なことも世の中にはある。
This guy looks a lot like the one who died in the wealth
そっ
quest.
か。
I think the Vianney
究
was
極を
count.
聞かぬならどうなっても知らんぞ。行くというのか。俺はシュワルツだ。わけあってあの劇作家を
I sure works. I've got my own reasons for
つい
calling
て
that
くれ。
playwright.
私は喜劇を書いた
I
覚
don't
え
recall
は
writing a comedy, says the guy dressed up as a clown.
あれは何だ。ああ、だと貴様は首を絞められ、ああというのかい。私の本にそんなセリフはない。
Don't see that anywhere in my script.
アーギュスト様、申し訳ございません。
現実味を書く劇など茶番に過ぎない。いいかね、身をもって学ぶといい。
So every villain's gonna be a complete psychopath, right?
マーベラス。できるじゃないか。次はそう演技したまえ。お、息がないな。
Which I think is
彼女の代役はよく覚えておく。
ご指導に感謝いたします、アーギュスト様。
yeah, it's not a bad thing really, because
アーギュスト様。
I think a modern mid, especially there's too much of a tendency of always making the main villains of like be like sympathetic, of like a sad background or something.
彼の所業はすべて肯定される。
So it's actually refreshing to see villains that are actually just pure evil.
身を潜めている。
If they are well executed,
片付けておけ。
which I think Herminio really was. But I'll have to see what this one turns out to be like.
行け。稽古を続けるのだ。 フランセスカ。君だけだ。私の芸術を表現できるのは。
アーギュスト様、今日の私があるのはアーギュスト様のお力で
And this is why so it's gonna be
す。
the
若輩の私に目を
this chapter's boss.
育ててくださ
Then
い。
he's the boss of the third one.
アーギュスト様は今や大陸中の名声を手にされました。
I mean, now to play right across his entire continent. Shit says like he doesn't know.
あなた様にとって不利益になりかねません。
私に意見するのか、フランセスカ。
いいえ、ただ心配なのです。ずっとおそばで見てきた私にはわかります。アーギュスト様は
Can
今
tell
何か
something
を
weighs
悩んで
upon
お
you.
られます。きっと次の作品のことで。
Your next play,
黙れ。
the next play is called Wish Fail in Flames or something.
黙れ黙れ黙れ黙れ黙れ。
No, say the name of the play. So until then, I think I play Lost for Ideas.
口に気をつけるのだ、フランセスカ。君を題材にしてもいいの
Could easily make you material for my next masterpiece.
申し訳ございません。アーギュスト様、どちらへ？
別荘へこもる。次回作を完成させに。いや待って、その前に題材を探して。
Let's go and search for more material. And then he walks into my avatar that's just around the corner, right? Nope, I'm up there.
俺はアーギュストを追う。二度は言わないぞ。君は引き返すんだ。
And the quest tells me to just follow him, so I guess this quest will be about my character being very stubborn. And yes, Kira from JoJo, I have no idea who that is. I know like 2 or 3 JoJo characters by name. Alright, this is a level 6 area. So I don't think I will have to bother with like breaking my knees. Because my mind was thinking, right, about to trying to get engaged with the battle system, like trying to start using your brain, but that's not gonna be needed for a while. They deal with the cat that makes explosion. Like, again, no idea who that is. Oh, I know the thing about a serial killer that kills women and keeps their hands. Saw that in one video at some point. Hey, but I think that's better for Alexia. No, it's actually weaker. Also, Mace had no shield all this time.
よし一丁やるか。
弱点ね直すわ
Apparently we're fighting his actors, which be curious as to what like abilities they have, but they're never like living long enough to see them.
せい決まった。明日のために。
Either.
あなたはここから立ち去りなさい。アーギュスト様に会いたいなんて言わないわよね。あの方の各劇には不思議な魅力がある。観客の心の奥。
They touched something deep inside the audience.
そして彼らは知るの。自らの真の欲望を。大陸中の人が劇場に足を運ぶわ。アーギュスト様は大陸一の名声を得た。でも
Yeah, the theater, it does not feel like material for the first town of a region in Octopath. Usually it would be like an endgame area in the first game. The first villages we visit in that one are a lot more humble, as far as I recall.
あの方には近づかないことよ。
So far, it's just people telling us to leave and we keep refusing to.
君。そこの君。
アーギュスト様。
何をしているんだい。
私はアーギュスト様に一目お会いしたくて。
おお、それは奇遇だ。さあ、せっかくだ。劇場を案内しようか。
夢のようですわ。私のようなものをお招きくださるなんて。
私も驚いている。普段はこんなことはしない。
Don't normally do this, but you're special. I bet to tell this to
舞台の
everybody.
上から君が見えた。
I saw you from the stage.
一目で思った。美しい人だ。
Yeah, I guess could tell you how beautiful you are.
どうか今夜だけ私に君をくれないか。君のすべてを見てみたい。
アーギュスト様、私でよろし
Two
けれ
things the
ば。
villains in this game have been very extremely evil and extremely lecherous.
マーベラス。
They're all the kind that just like kill people for
一夜
fun.
の夢、見た先の闇か。なかなかいい題材になった。
I should be keep like maybe a death counter for cutscenes up there, just cause
刺激が
so many people die in this game and we're just at the beginning still. Certainly more than
刺激を
in the first one. There's an elite, but I doubt it's gonna be a problem for me.
腕が鳴るぜ。
So now I could actually
よく観察して
check out Alexa's skills a bit. So analyze will reveal like one of their vulnerabilities if you use BP to reveal more than one in a single turn.
そういうことか。
And see how much health they have.
さあ行くぞ。さあここだな。
俺らの番だ。せい。
万丈この一手。にゃっ行くわよ。そこに。
さあ行くぞ。さあ
俺らの番だ。
こっちの番だ。さあ
さてと、やっうまくいったわ。直すわ。やるべきことはわかるね。
神様がご覧だ。ダブル。とにかくこの野郎。転写。顔色が悪いな、お客さん。
And that's probably not optimal to use against a single enemy, but let's use a
三
spell.
日月手応えあり。今よ。
Oh, wait, faz damage in the AoE with just 2 BP charge. That's actually pretty powerful.
味わいなさい。ブーメラン。片付いた。
But Alex as well, we really need more ways to restore her own SP. Oh, she has a passive where if she uses a spell in one turn and not in the next, she will recover some, so... to keep that in mind. And there was a room to the left there, I don't know if I went through it. Is that where I came from? Nope. It gives me double slam. Alright, she can get a single target lightning spell. Which is a lot cheaper than a DOE one, so I guess I'm going for that. And I don't like that this one, like, as is strangely common in this game, it chooses random targets to attack. I wonder if that's something that's all over the place in the gacha game this is based on. If you're meant to just let RNG decide to which enemy you're targeting in that game. Stimulating earrings. Which gives you SP, which is nice for Alexia. There's a sign, which means we absolutely can't walk past it. Argus could have stopped me just by placing a wooden sign in front of the theater.
Kimi wa kite shimatta no ka.
何者だ。ほう、これはこれは。哀れな男、シュワルツではないか。それに、先ほどの君。
And you're done from earlier.
何用かね。今日はもう終焉だ。
貴様こそ何をしていたのだ。
私か。次回作の構想を練っていたところだ。 私は劇作家だからね。君とは違って。
ではその衣服の血は何だ？
やれやれ、目ざといやつだ。
知っているぞアーギュスト。貴様が陰でしている所業を。
君にはこの渇きが
Can't
わから
possibly
ない。
understand this thirst.
創作の命となる題材への渇きが、人の生け死にこそが私にそれを与えてく
I
れ
wonder
る。
if he's gonna be the boss now and
初めて経験したのは19の時だ。
in the next two chapters will be about whatever that character was in the when you saw the preview of the three
劇
viewers.
は売れず紙くずだけが増えたものだ。だがある時雇い主の
I
妻と
slept with
寝
the
た時
trophy leader's wife
不覚にも
and he caught us in the act. You could have written a play about that actually.
彼は我を忘れ月光死んだ。
And Rage grabbed a knife again. That's the other play material.
妻の体が蜂の巣になるまで刺し続けた。そして最後に
And he placed the knife against his own throat.
喉を。
I guess he did turn this trying to play.
その時全身の血が湧き、情熱の炎が灯った。私は高ぶりをすぐさま書き
I
留め、
committed every story detail to paper.
それが少女作ピュリティの妻さ。それから私は劇作家の道を歩む。
殺人鬼としての邪道を太郎。貴様はその後も創作の刺激を求め
You needed that same thrill to
自らの手で
give
人
freedom.
を殺め続けてまで
芸術の犠牲となったのが皆報われるさ。貴様の妻だ。
Just like your wife's.
お、そろそろ時間だ。
Well, you look at the time. Yeah, this casino has
私は失礼する。
been dragging off
次の
right?
劇を書きたいのでね。
させるか。
No, don't let him just walk away. That's such a silent protagonist thing. That's so lame.
ここで倒さねば苦しむ人が出る。
So is this was I was expecting more interesting character to be.
万丈この一手。
Alright, let's do this the right way.
そういうことか。
こっちの番だ。と覚悟はいいか。
お任せください。
Smash a book over his son.
ほうほう。行くわよ。
Like those game devs that make graphics so realistic, you can count the poison on someone's nose. You know, I was never one to care about that.
行くぞ。
Like I've always seen this kind of stuff as like pointless excess in video game graphics.
行きますよ。
And I think it's no coincidence that like the companies start to make games that are this like detail rich. I usually also don't start to have like scandals about crunch time.
行きますよ。それ今ですよ。
I think Rockstar and Naughty Dog are a couple such examples.
頼むわね。いやー。勝ったー。
You might remember like an article from when
この気を逃さん
Red Dead Redemption 2 was coming out. That was something like about how wild it is. That something like the horse's genitals will shrink if you ride the horse on a cold climate. And they're like, well, what's the point of having that? I mean, I know what's the point. It's just viral marketing. You play something like that in the game because exactly because people make news articles about that. It will be like free marketing for you. But in the grand scheme of things, for the experience of the game itself, it's pointless and it's just extra work for the probably time crunch developers. Imagine you like you dream of your life to work making video games and you land a job in a very big AAA developer, and your job is to make the horse's junk shrink when it's cold.
床槌を貫け
こっちの番だと
こちらの番ですさあこの隙に今よ
And you'll heal by drinking booze and smoking cigars.
元気出して
That's how healing worked in the wildest chapter of Live Alive in the original. Like the remake censors it, at least localization does, but the potions in that chapter also were like tobacco and alcohol. So much so that the original Live Alive had a drunk debuff that you got if you drank alcohol as a potion. It would make it so that sometimes your characters would move in the wrong direction.
August あの悪魔め奴の劇は多くの人間に刺激を与えているがその代償にアーギュストは陰で殺人を犯し続けている
Yeah, that's one kind of detail that I like, that has a real impact in how you play the game. You have to think of that if you're gonna use alcohol to heal yourself.
アーギュストの名声は自らを死ぬまで守り続ける俺もかつては劇作家だっただが妻が奴に心を奪われ
My wife was seduced by August.
玩具のようにもてあそばれ殺されたのだ俺は筆を折りアーギュストへの復讐を誓ったそうか君の町も奴に
So I destroy your life as well, so my character does know about him, even though we never met physically.
あの怪物が劇を書く限り影では犠牲が出続ける君や俺が味わったようにな一刻も早くアーギュストを殺さねば
Right. You won't keep telling me to turn back anymore. Got this sense that you're keeping from right then. You know, between this and the thing about throwing Hermine into Molten God, you sure come up with creative ways to like give Unister comeuppance. I think you could be a writer. Now did I unlock the next chapter? The next chapter will be back in Valor. Stop by my village to see what produce can get. And also have so many PCs that I have to allocate. My chickens just actually produce tags this time instead of meat. Next needs to be in a training ground or whatever that is. And the Margot can go on the fields. Which one is my house again? This one. Oh, nice, another revival item. Yes, Randall Dancer from Valor has been the MVP for my village so far. Also, I guess I can upgrade a facility, and I think I have to upgrade this one as part of the quest. Oh, but I need one more of the cornerstones. And I think you get one every time you complete a story chapter. Nobody here yet. No, I'll take a shot to break before I... Also, I got thrown a random battle. Well, I must have not been paying attention then, so that's how you get to. Yeah, in any case, I'll see you in a moment. Then we continue to the second chapter of Master of Fame. So see you then. Hi there. I didn't think I'd be back here so soon. There's gonna be level 10, so still gonna be too easy for my party. In fact, I think today's probably gonna be enough to finish this quest and maybe even the next one if I can speed through them, thanks to them being lower level.
君はここまで追ってきたということは、やはり君も憎しみの刃を携えているのか。
Now, it is strange to me that this is how the game is balanced, because I think near the end of yesterday's thing I said something like it's gonna be strange if you're really supposed to like play the first quest with a fair amount of difficulty, then just steamroll the others, because they do not raise their level to match the fact you already beaten one. But that's what the game is doing.
憎しみという黒い泥に染まりきってはいない。よく考えることだ。何をなすべきかを。
And if there's a saga game, that's in those games you also you're also very free to like do stuff in the order you want to. The way that series usually balances itself is that the random encounters will actually scale to your level. So it doesn't matter like where you decide to go first, which I will leave for later. The enemies will be always like fairly challenging because they'll match your party's like strength. That's not a flawless system because it makes bosses quite a bit harder to deal with. Because the bosses will not adjust to your level, so in Saga you're never actually too sure of whether or not you're strong enough. Because the enemies do not reflect how strong the next boss is going to be, they reflect how strong you are.
さあおっと俺らの番だせい決まったこんなもんかな
But the game could so easily just make the progression better by scaling the other quests to like after you beat one. No clue why they didn't go for that.
万丈この一手
終わりです修行の成果が出ました
And you can't even say that like you're supposed to cycle your party and use lower level characters for these new quests, because when you recruit a new character, their level is adjusted to match your party's average level. It's not like I get a chance to like raise Alexa from a lower level and have her fight enemies that she's matched with.
始めるわ 万丈この一手闇を包み込め
こっちの番だよっ弱点と見た覚悟はいいか
万丈この一手はっ行くわよえいそこ
チさああーっと勝ったさあこんなもんかな
Is this a flashback?
坊ちゃん転んでしまいますよごめんなさい嬉しくって今日はお母様が帰ってくるって言うからお母様の言いつけは守っていますかうんもちろんご立派です、坊ちゃん。アーギュスト様はご執筆でお忙しいですから。
Is that Augustus' son?
お母様だ。坊や、会いたかった。お母様。
And that's Francisca, so
お利口にしていた。
So those two are married.
はい、お母様に言われた通りに紫のおじさんが来ても近づいてないよ。
Oh no, he's not the
偉い
father.
わ、ミハイル。ごめんね、寂しい思いをさせて。お母様が来てくれると
And I'm
嬉しい
assuming
よ。
his father then is probably dead and killed by August.
木登りができるようになったんだ。フランセスカ様ですね。ようこそお帰りくださいました。あら、 また新しいメイドさん。
Another new maid. What happened to the previous one?
私を退屈させないでくれよ。やっ万丈コントライカ術ここまでだ。
Oh, nice.
いい論文が書けそうだ。
I can't wait to see how Alexa performs when I actually find the content that's to my level again. Because for AoE spells, hers are surprisingly strong. But that's also because they are very costly to use.
始めるわ。えいよく観察。闇よここまでだ。いい論文が書けそうだ。
I shouldn't be using it as much as Spinal. I forget that you don't really get a chance to restore until you get to the boss. I do have forgot what this is called. I think it's a Gallus, right beside your mention.
私を退屈させないでくれよ。ほう、万丈この一手。やっ
こっちの番だ。覚悟はいいか。うまくいった。弱点と見た。
全力で。えいよく観察。力だけじゃない。やっ手応えあり。
俺らの番だ。さあ行くぞ。弱点と見た。
直すわ。大したことなかったわね。
Bet this will be the entrance for the next dungeon. Imagine if you like found that house in the gallows just in a random path between towns, like with no context. That would be very spooky. Would be sad because you have to figure out what this is about for yourself. Oh, there's that, and the mates keep getting replaced. I think I know what's going on there. Must be quite defensive to follow us all the way to this villa. Everybody keeps telling me to leave.
と言って帰るならわざわざ来ないわね。
その通りです、マダム。我々は彼に借りたものを返しに来ただけです。
Yeah, I love your outfit.
そう。彼には人の数ほど貸しがあるから。
I guess it's like her normal look, the way she looked before she was like dressed up to play a character.
今まで彼に借りを返せた人はいませんから。
息子さんですか？
ええ、彼との。
And his.
ここにメイドと暮らさせているの。
So he is August's father or not?
誰にも知られたくないから。アーギュスト様はあの子に興味もないわ。
Because she was talking about August as like
父親だとも教えていない。
Yeah, she was referring to him as just the main purpose, so he doesn't know who his father is.
ミハエルは私が帰ることだけが楽しみなの。
あれは
Also, one of those days, this kid is gonna try to play with the noose right beside his backyard, and it's gonna go very bad.
ハイランド地方の冷酷な王ジェンニッシュは死刑が罰として不足だと考えこの公主台を作ったの。
どのような罰を？
罪人の代わりにその家族を2人
All members of their family are placed on the gallows.
罪人は2人の家族
The
の
criminal can only save
1
one.
人しか助けられないの。
むごいな。
選択を迫られた罪人は皆心を病んだそうよ。アーギュスト様の趣味ね。
Collecting torture devices is a hobby of Augustus.
それ以上は聞く
And that's who you chose to have a child
フラン
with?
セスカ殿、あなたは知っているのだろう？アーギュストがどんな怪物なの
Like,
か。
was his torture device collection not enough of a red flag for you?
あの方をずっとそばで見てきたわ。影で何をしているかも知ってる。彼のすることに手を貸したことも。
フランセスカ殿、あなたはアーギュストを恐れている。だが名声に惑わされ、奴の言いなりになっている。
あの方に恐怖を感じるのは確かに。でもたまに優しさが
But
見え
at
る。
times I can see the kindness in him.
このネックレス
Classic
彼がくれたのよ。
abusive relationship pattern.
君は私の最高の女優だって。私はどうすれば。
You should do what you keep telling us to. You should leave.
俺の妻も演者だった。あなたのように奴に出会い心酔してしまった。そして彼の言うまま何の疑問もなく自ら命を絶った。名声とは人の心を縛る魔術のようなものか。フランセスカ殿、気を確かに持て。あの悪魔を断ち切るんだ。まだあなたは引き返せる。幸せな暮らしに。あのこと。
あなたたちのことアーギュスト様には
I
言わ
want
ない。
the August I saw you.
門には鍵をかけるわ。だからお願いおとなしく帰って。
So she's gonna refuse to break up with him, and that will probably cost her life by the end of this quest. That's again a very, very standard storyline for an
そうい
abusive
うわけにはいか
relationship.
なくてな。門を閉ざすならそれを解く鍵を探すさ。俺はあの小屋を調べてみる。
これくらいすぐ終わらせます。
By the way, I just toggled the double speeding battles because these aren't just gonna. I'm just going to breeze by them since I'm so over leveled.
アリの穴から包みも崩れる。
俺らの番。
万丈この一手。はっ行くわよ。
こっちの番だ。 攻め時だ。一気に仕掛けせい。
今よ。大したこと
Ai, do wish there was an auto battle toggle só. Praying like you'll know that it's going to be easy.
それを
ハイネンは若くして財を成した商人だった。彼は私の劇を商売にしたい、手を組みたいと言ってきた。その目は希望と野心、満ち溢れて輝いていた。私は商売よりもそちらの方に興味があった。商談と偽り、彼を別荘に招待し、手足を縛り、
Mountains and hidden pale hill is secure.
あの輝いた目が汚れるぞと胸を躍らせたが、ハイネンはただ泣き叫び命乞いをした。あまりの平凡さに私は吐き気を催した。つまらぬ思いで彼を庭の土に埋めた。ああ、もっと刺激が欲しい。
Continue reading, sure.
アリッサは13人目のメイドだ。気配りができメイドのくせに誇り高いのは好みだが、金に貪欲なのには辟易とする。クリフランド地方の田舎娘め。彼女を働かせた一月のうちに3度も金の話をされた。まあそんな女だ。身近で働かせながら私は彼女の最後を想像した。そしてある日、私はアリッサに昇給を伝えた。アリッサは頬に紅を刺し喜んでみせた。その後、劇の手伝いと偽り彼女の手足を縛った。そして彼女の口に金貨を一枚一枚入れていった。演出だと言い聞かせると彼女は従った。20枚も入れたところで彼女は窒息した。泣き叫びたかったようだが、口は好物の金でいっぱいだ。29枚目を入れる頃には息絶えていた。私は満足し、
Yes, kind of reads like an Edgar Allan Poe novel.
さすがに13人目だ。庭も少し匂ってきたか。まあいい。次のメイドを雇おう。
I think of them where like one character gets the guy who allegedly startled his wife. He binds in a cave and then he like builds a brick wall in front of him. And then he presumably like dies of starvation later.
君の憎しみすら奴は糧とするだろう。それでも君は奴を撃ちたいか。
Still want to kill August. Where the diary entries about how he kills his victims supposed to persuade me to not want to kill him?
君の意志は固いようだな。いいだろう。本棚の裏に隠されていた別荘の鍵だ。行くぞ。
And you can read all that again if you want. Seems like we won't be able to get past this turn.
せ。
よく観察して。
こっちの番だ。覚悟はい逆転と見た。
力だけじゃない。
直すわ。ご苦労様。
この鍵で合っていたようだな。別荘の中はどうなっているかわからん。慎重に進もう。
失礼します、アーギュスタ様。
やあ、フランセスカ。今劇の中盤なのだが、いい展開がいまいち浮かばなくてね。
Yes, can't think of a fitting
少し
turning
お
point.
休みになられては。
休息より刺激が欲しい。どうした？膝枕でもしに来たのか？
稽古の予定が空き、ミハエルへ会いに参りました。
ほう。
お母様、見て見て、四つ葉を見つけたよ。幸せを運んでくれるんだって。お母様にあげるね。ミハエル、いけないわ。
I see what's gonna happen. August's gonna be like pissed that that he's drawing Francis's attention, and one or both of them are gonna get killed as a result of it.
子供はつまらん。思うに、子供は人間という
It's
に
as if they're
は
not
不足。
even human.
私の好む心の深さや醜悪さがないからな。
申し訳ありません。向こうへ行かせます。
いや、待って、フランセスカ。今書いているのは、ある哀れな男の話なんだ。
I write a story of a pitiful man
ある日突然に我が子を失
who
う
suddenly loses his
父親
child
な
on
の
a fateful day. Also, that's
彼の悲しみが分からず書けないのだよ。
so his next only chopping block.
ちょっと、その
Right.
子供を殺してもいいかい？
One issue of making villains this like
父親の気
psycho is
持
that
ちが分かるかもしれない。
that's after a certain point it start to like be phased by what they do. Sometimes, so that's supposed to be shocking. It's just whatever.
あは冗談だ、フランセスカ。
That's merely just have a really funny prank. Tell people that
母性があるんだ
you're gonna
ね。
kill their child.
参考になったよ。
So I'm pretty so there must have been like one or two YouTubers who have actually done that for you.
アーギュスト様、お茶をお入れしました。
There's a legendary YouTube video and thumbnail that's called that's a prank about punching a baby in the supermarket.
君は新しいメイドだね。
はい、アーギュスト様。
うちはすぐにメイドが辞めてしまってね。君の働きには期待しているよ。
他の方はなぜ辞められるので？
If this game took place in modern day, August would be a very obnoxious influencer.
これほどよく
And
し
a
てく
criminal.
ださる雇い主様は初めてです。
どうか何なりとお申し付けくださいませ。
そうかい。では一つ頼もう。この
Not sure this has been
こ
sealed
れでは
properly.
蒸らしが足りんな。
You're gonna get
味を
killed
確か
by
めなさい。
being a water bird with tea or something.
さあ
That's right.
うまいかね。青じさい。私の好きな猛毒さ。激痛とともに全身を蝕み、絶命させるのだが、その数分がたまらなく哀れで儚い。
Something about the fact that like your sprite's eyes are like stretched out this way and she's laid down. Don't know if you can see it. Looks very like very freaky to me, it's uncanny.
ここまで匂ってきたぞ。
Oh, she's kind of looking like an Aoni now.
ベラスな香りがね。ああ、でもまだだ。まだいい展開が降ってこない。もっと、もっとだ。刺激がいる。
That kid is so dead in the story gonna be like the rest of his staff because I assume I'm going to fight 10 last random battles. Starting with this dog.
万丈この一手。
腹ごとなら任
私
せな。
は頭脳労働担当なのだが、そら、そういうことか。
こっちの番だ。よっ、覚悟はいいか。そら。
さて、私だって。なす。
ありがとう。
やめたまえ。
覚悟はいいか。
万丈この一手。そういうことか。
さあ、行くぞ。俺らの番だ。こっちの番だ。よし、今だ。
Now, there's always a recall of that generic dog enemy we saw before. And that one looked a bit like a Doberman, but this one is right.
そら、分析に回らせてもらうよ。
神様がご覧だ。多分。
I'm really not sure what to do with Celsius at this point
任
because
せてちょうだい。
I think he's primarily meant to be like a dodging tank, but Viator is already the tank.
悪いわね。今よ。
顔色が悪いな。
出る杭は打つ。
気を逃さん。全力で行く。
So I'm clever, I don't think it deals like more damage than a normal sword attack would. But it comes with a defense debuff.
止めた。終わったか。
Oh, I got a cornerstone from that. Invigorate and Inspire Mastery. I think that's gonna be passive. Deal the ultimate technique out when the cat uses a skill to grant an attribute raising effect. I think the avatar is the only one who can use the ult. So there's one will work on him. But you need to use a buff skill, which I don't have. Oh, never mind that. It affects the target, but it doesn't matter who uses the buff. So I just give that to someone who has a buffing skill, and then Yuki will benefit from it. But I think the only characters I have with buffs are like self buffs. They don't work on other party members. See, I will eventually be able to buff people by like a roundabout way where first use Circle Genius to give herself a couple buffs, and then use Greater Distribution to give that buff to someone else. Don't remember if I checked whatever's behind this door.
さあフィールドワークと行こう。直すわ。万丈この一手。そら想定通り。
決まったそのために
And there's Francisca. Can she see us? There's probably gonna be another elite enemy I can take on. Another conspicuous empty room. And down there's where it came from. I also have a new accessory. I have bad news for you.
庭を探してもいないの。メイドも見当たらないし。どこへ行ったのかしら。
Not a great idea to have your kid share a wolf of a serial killer, was it?
ミハエル、どこ？
上だ、行くぞ。
Wait, I wanna see what's in this room first. So that empty room I just checked out is where the boss is gonna be, I bet.
落ち着けよフランセスコ。ちょっとね、毒を飲ませ
He's
た。
merely hiding inside a bit of poison.
慌てなくていい。ちょうど解毒薬がある。君のそのネックレスの中に一つだけね。さあ、開演だ。マーベラス。
何をなさったの、アギュスタ様。
Did he also take the poison?
フランセスカ。
I thought that maybe like he takes the poison and tells
教えたろ。
Francesca to choose exactly between him or her son to save.
実の息子と愛する男。どちらかは助かり、どちらかは死ぬ。さあ、
Yeah, it's supposed to be a hard choice.
フランセスカ。
She's so totally going to choose August.
馬鹿げている。早く息子を助けるんだ。
Like, please picture my avatar rolling his eyes by
自らが
by
本気で
figuring
死ぬ
this out.
覚悟などない。
そうかね。
理想のケーキのためなら自らの命もいとわない。この方なら。
早く決めないと両者を失うことになるぞ。
お母
奴が本気で死ぬ覚悟ならむしろ好都合だ。終わりにするんだ。フラン
We
ス
should say that if she doesn't let August be the one who dies, we are just gonna kill him anyway, so might as well save your
あ
son.
なたの本当の幸せだ。そう、フランセスカ殿。
Like, either only August dies or both of them die in the end.
フランセスカ、君の演技を初めて見たとき思った。この役を演じられるのは君しかいないと。教えてくれ、君の答えを。
What if they take so long just yapping about this that the poison kicks in and both of them die because Francesca doesn't make it just in time?
お母様。ごめんなさい。私にとってはこの方が、アーギュスト様こそが全てなのよ。
And also the fact that there are, though here, like, does nothing about it. Wonder both of us should be trying to, like, take the antidote from her by first and give it to her son.
早くこれを。
忘れていたよ。
No, really, I think this is like pretty bad scene, all things considered. It's very predictable. The lack of action from the main characters, like, it's... I think it's gonna be a problem pretty often, but it's pretty frustrating here. Oh, he's actually going for it. But it's too late, right?
間に合ったか。
Never mind.
気を失っているだけだ。願わくば全て忘れてほしいものだ。母親に見捨てられた忌まわしい記憶を。
くだらない。クソくらいだわ。
フランセスカ殿。
それ れが私のなんだっていうの？確かに
He does say that
お
thing
腹
is
を
like
痛めて出したわよ。でも今わかった。愛なんてなかった。
I never had any love for it. The emphasis on the
私は同情し
on
て
the
ただけよ。
pronoun it.
惨めな乳臭いガキにね。アーギュスト様に比べればクズほどの価値もないわ。
壊れてしまったね。素敵だよ、フランセスカ。君は
Glad he's asleep. I think what's gonna happen to him later, cause
さて、客人よ。
if they just let him stay with his mother, it would not surprise me, but it will just be very a very bad path for the narrative to take.
なんだと。
劇場で待っているぞ。
待て。
行かせないわ。
But it's just that these characters really they really lacking attitude. Like we just keep letting the villain walk away, which happens very often in stories of most genres. Where you want to keep the main villain like an active menace, so they show up often, but the main characters just let them walk away over and over. But just because a lot of media does that doesn't make it not a bad thing.
あなたたちアーギュスト様の邪魔者でしょ。私が消してやる。誰にも邪魔させないわ。倒させてもらう。
Give her one thing here. Sprite looks amazing. Love that dress. Can I have the dress once she's dead?
よく観察して。
And she's weak to both, so I'll finally get to use the Ring of Pharaohs for something.
そういうことか。
さあ行くぞ。ここだな。覚悟はいいか。さあ
切り刻んであげる。
よく観
It's
察して。
still on double speed.
分析に回らせてもらうよ。
そこ。
行くわよ。
こっちの番だ。さ
押し止めする。
あしまった。覚悟はいいか。さあこっちの番だ。
What if she's gonna have a lot of magic tests? In that case, the parry won't help me.
俺らの番だ。
What I think I can do. I had a NPC that. Never mind. I thought I had an NPC that lowers the enemy's evasion, but it's the other way around. It raises an ally's evasion. I was going to like debuff her evasion because the Rain of Fires is pretty inaccurate, but that could remedy it. So I'll just have to use it like raw.
神様が見て
I still hit a lot of times. Nice.
どうした。ふらついてるぜ。
全力で。始まりなさい。悪いわね。
その隙は逃がす。ダブル。真ん中だ。この気を逃さん。
Now you can start provoking her.
我が名はビアトル。 とにかくやっちまえ。
お任せください。いきますよ。勝ちます。
やれやれだぜ。神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
私は頭
And
脳労
that
働担
was
当なのだ
a
が
elemental attack right there. I'm not sure how evasion interacts with magic attacks. I know in some RPGs like magic will be pretty much undodgeable. But I guess having Vector's dodge up would be more important than having Sperry active.
行くわよ。私だって。いやー、ライフのパワー。元気出して。
本気で。さあ、うっ当てられるものか。
こちらの番です。すぐ直
ありがと
します。
う。
足止めする。
万丈この一手。分析に回らせてもらうよ。
こっちの番だ。
こちらの番です。
Actually, maybe I should have had
お願いします。
Vector defending one.
できた。
打ち抜くぜ。
行くよ。えい、よし、やった。元気出して。
全校を積んだね。
チャンスだよ。
The only realizing now that Yuki is very short on SP.
ブーメラン。
顔色が悪いな、お客さん。
出る有効性を確認。
この
Chill Fuzz, I think is pretty good for a relatively cheap spell.
我が名はビアトル。とにかくやっちまえ。
行きますよ。勝ちます。
喜びなさい。
Now go off.
私の演技が見れるのだから。
私だって力いっぱい。トントントントン。
こっちの番だ。
よく観察して。
そら。
行きますよ。
No, Poison said actually it would be very poetic if you could if you managed to kill her with poison.
やる気がみ。この野郎。打ち抜くぜ。
万丈この一手。
さあ、行くぞ。よっ、攻め時だ。
チャンスだよ。元気出して。
I think she's about to be a gunner already.
勝ちます。
その隙は逃がさね
知恵こそが全てに勝る。出る杭は打つ。
え。このああ、ダン。
畳みかけましょう。
連射、仕留めた。終わったか。
ごめんなさい。アーギュスト様、お役に立てず。
Yeah, she started apologizing. Thought she was going to come around before dying,
私、
but she's apologized to August.
ほんの一瞬でいいから、あなたに
At least that
愛されたかった。
that's the base what I thought would happen.
最後に あの子に言い残すことはないか。
別に。
That doesn't love himself and she's not sorry at all. Exactly.
アーギュストの犠牲がまた一人。俺にはわからん。自らと我が子も捨てるほど奴に何がある。名声か。くだらん。この子は知り合いに頼む。どうした？もう君はこれ以上関わるな。
And she only loves the stage.
故郷に待っている者がいるのではないか。俺は行く。アーギュスト、劇場で待っていると言っていたな。今度こそそこを貴様の墓場にしてやるぞ。
Next, I guess it's back to Theatropolis, right? Now this next quest is level 20, so once again under leveled. But I'll probably make it to level 20 like throughout playing the quest. I was also under level to the last chapter of the wealth quest in the I could still completed. I just forget there is nobody in this house. Hi there. Oh, and I can upgrade the hub now. And I have to place one decoration. And progress through this side story rekindling the flame. Which I do not have yet, like it's not showing up on the map. Also, I did this, but it show up on the map all of a sudden. Did I get a side quest involving it? Oh, that's where I have to go to continue this quest. But it's quite a long way to like the closest place I've unlocked. Maybe I could head to it right after I complete this quest. Oh, I should prioritize getting this one, because It's going to be a cakewalk either way. Anyhow, we'll be taking another break before continuing. This will be this next chapter will conclude the fame quest. After this, there's just one left. I mean, one of these starting 3 main quests. I'm sure there's gonna be more content after that. In any case, I'll see you soon. Hi there. So now I have to talk to this random NPC. It's new place sold out the day tickets went on sale. This is new play about a mother who's forced to choose whether to save her husband or her son. Now we have to fighting like in the theater stage during a play. If we don't do that, I'm gonna be disappointed.
ある哀れな男の一生を描いた物語らしいわ。
まあどんな男なのかしら。ああ開演が待ちきれないわ。
フランセスカは突然姿を消したって。
Francesca's disappeared.
アーギスト様と不仲になったと。
Does the public know that they two were married? I know this song was a secret.
あの方に逆らうなんて野良犬でもしないわ。
だけどそれじゃ今回の主役は誰がやるのかしら。
アーギュスト。
Like there's there's a certain writing project that I'm working on that I'm thinking that at one point I will have 2 characters fight on a theater stage, because for one it's a very obvious thing to do if you're gonna have this story go to a theater, and it's really fun. Also, is the Prince of Thieves, and I totally forgot about that. That's supposed to be his class.
Sa sa, 心してお並びください。大陸一の劇作家と名高きアーギュスト様の新作。ハンカチをお忘れになると後
Don't
悔
forget
され
our
ますぞ。
catches or shall we regret it? Yuki, you're skipping the line. It's the other way.
なんだお前は。金を持ってなさそうだな。どこから忍び込んだ。
Look like you have a lift to your
ここ
name.
はアーギュスト様の神聖な劇場だ。
Now I would like would have had a lot more if only Herminia hadn't impossibly set fire to her treasure. I was still thinking about that.
さあさあ、もうすぐ開演です。
And if we are going to murder the playwright, we shouldn't just
わざわざ足を運んで
walk
い
in
た
from
だ
the
けだ
front gate. Anyway.
光栄だな、シメオン殿。
これは大陸一の名作家殿。
そう焚きつけるな。
They should set fire to this seed. I don't agree, because that will kill
シメオン殿。我々はかつて腕を競
like a
った
ton of innocent
私
theater
は
goers.
君の死
Yeah,
が
and this
待
stuff.
ち遠しい。
今ある詩を書いていてね。父親の復讐を誓った踊り子の話なんだ。
Yeah, if I dance as far as revenge on
責
her,
任の恨みを
their
晴らし
father.
仇を殺した彼女に最も悲劇的な結末を思案しているところさ。
ほう、興味深いな。
君の舞台を参考にさせてもらうよ。今や君の名を聞かぬ日はない。
After
そ
everyone
の名
leaves.
声が羨ましいね。
Hey, yo, could you, like wait
見え
until
すいた嘘を言
the
う。
theater closes and then
君も私。
have Yuki dress as a lady because he can easily pass for one and have Finn do the same thing that the other one he killed in this stage did just to get close to him.
人間に
But then you actually kill him.
この世で最も深淵で醜悪な題材にだ。マーベラス。今作は私の集大成だ。よく見ていてくれ。
アーギュスト様、アーギュスト様だわ。
Ain't it? That's
間
him.
もなく開演だ。
アーギュスト様ったら。
おっと、これは失礼。おや、へえ、君はなかなか面白いね。誰とも違う物語を持っている。
Fascinating.
そう、悲劇に満ちた因縁の物語をね。実に創作意欲をそそられるよ。おっと、僕はシメオン、詩人だ。
He sort of looks like a party member.
彼とはまあ古い仲さ。作家としての名声は彼に譲ったけどね。彼の情熱は異常だ。彼は全てを犠牲にし作品を追い求めてきた。だが同時に苦しみもがいてもきた。書き手にとって最大の苦痛は何だと。
What do you think they were Spain's for a writer's block?
書けなくなることさ。書けぬ物書きなど存在する価値がない。その苦痛から逃れるためなら書き手はいかなる
So are
ことを
we really going to just cut off his hands so he can't write?
いかなることもね。
さあ、開演です。お席へどうぞ。
お楽しみの時間だ。失礼するよ。
今夜ここにアーギュストが姿を
Gus will be here
現す
tonight. He's already
そして俺は責
there
任
actually.
の思いを遂げる。この劇場を奴の墓場にしてやるのだ。
I have no idea what the plan is here. Like, what are we waiting for?
君も来るか。
Oh, I clicked no by accident.
そう言っていつ
But
も君はついてくるな。
Usual JRPG fashion, it won't matter.
好きにすると。さあ、アーギュストを探すぞ。奴は劇場のどこかにいる。
I really don't get this. I know that I think Persona 5 that I only played some of had a lot of this. Like, you're giving dialogue options pretty often, but they never make a difference. Why bother at this point?
さあフィールドワークと行こう。
I think it's still the weaker enemies in this area, but this class was level 20, so they're gonna get a lot stronger later into this dungeon.
想定通り。
いっほっほっ覚悟はいいか。た決まった。へへこんなもんかな。
And I forgot to stop by the pub in the village and see if I could make any stronger
か
recipes.
つて俺にとって劇場は希望だっ
Very common is not. It's a staple of gacha games, and I don't know why they
た
keep doing it since it
自らの
never
が湧くと打ち震えた
makes a difference.
成功を無双し劇を書き続けただがアーギュストが全てを壊したのだ今劇場はただの
Because if you're gonna have a silent main character, I think you should go like all the way in either direction. So
絶
either
望と屈辱に飲まれ
make them fully detached and don't give choices if they're not gonna
暗
matter,
闇の中
or actually go through the effort of
今日まで生きてきた
having meaningful choices that influence your personality, like some Western RPGs seem to have.
君の存在が心強かった君は俺を信じてくれた君がいてくれたからこそ俺はここまで来れたのかもしれない礼を言う先へ進もう
Although it is clever of this game that since the avatar is going to be very shallow despite being the main character, they chose to focus this on the villains instead. Like this plot is very much about August, we're just taking part in it.
さあフィールドワークと行こう。弱点よそら。アリの穴から包みも崩れる。ほう
このほったここだな。そう
2枚はご苦労様。
There wasn't even another part of the dungeon to explore.
いたぞ
It could be a double.
アーギュストよその机の上がいいか名声高き男の最後だ死に場所くらい選ばせてやろう劇の結末でも考えている
We are going to talk one step forward and the trapdoor is going to give out, right?
時間切れだ
What?
こいつは
Is there
アーギュス
a
トじゃな
mannequin?
い劇場の支配人だ死んでいるどういうことだまぶたを閉じよ
Close your eyes for the only deceive you.
真実は常に傍らに立たずアーギュストは一体どこに
して、ラファエル。過ちよ。
He's taking part in his play.
ならばその過ちを洗い流してくれよ。この憎しみの刃でな。呪われよ、薄汚い男め。
No, it is about that event that inspired his career when he was cheating on
おお
someone's wife. Then they both got killed.
よかろう。私はいかなる重荷も背負って生きよう。そなたらの憎しみも背負って。
アーギュスト様。アーギュスト様が自ら返事をされるの？ああ、素敵。なんてこと。
いかなる運命も私は受け入れよう。千の憎しみの刃をも。
You have to get there soon so you can fight on the stage before the play ends.
舞台の方だ。行くぞ。
Oh, the place where that sign should be unlocked now. And an elite enemy, and I'm glad he's right next to a safe spot.
よく観察。そら、そういうことか。
And he's really powerful, like that's maybe just like that slug from before, just without the debuff.
ここだな。俺らの番だ。そら。
Okay, it is not gonna work. His organs so weak he's acting on his own piece about his own life. Oh my, what's that thing?
よく観察して。有効性を確認。
こっちの番だ。覚悟はいいか。逆転と見た。行
くわよ。
Nice proc on the counter. Actually, I should be using provoke against groups of friendly enemies like this one.
こっちの番。ああ、我が名はビアトル。
万丈この一手。そら、想定通り。
Nice.
とにかくやっちまえ。できた。
お任せください。いざ。すぐ直します。
一気に叩く。弱点と見た。
今よ、味わいなさい。ブーメラン。万丈この一手。闇よ、終わりだな。
Nice.
真理への道は一日にしてならす。
But I bit like on healing. I think I should really have stocked up before this this quest. Yeah, you should go back if you can. If only there was like an escape rope right. Oh, actually, you can. You can fast travel. Just can't like travel back to the dungeon if you need to. But running away from battles has been like worked pretty consistently throughout the game. So maybe I could just do that when I come back. I only had 2 healing grapes. And I'm not gonna be spending a lot of money in a while, because after this you'll go back to a low level quest again. So I don't think it's worth bothering with new equipment for now. And I just had that thought that he's probably going to have 2 forms, just like Herminia had.
Yoし、一丁やるか。
私を退屈させないでくれよ。
Sorry, don't think you're worth my time. It's because every villain has like a ring, and they use ring to transform to... It's like a god based on what vice they represent, so wealth, fame, and power. Herminia became the first one of them. Now, living in return was a lot faster than I thought it would be. Or I'm already back where I left off. Now he's doing his other crime. With a character called François. if we walk in and interrupt Destiny the same way, he's gonna get like so angry at us.
お母さん。
哀れな子供よ。
Never mind, he's
そなたを
changed the
縛
ending.
る絆はもうない。憎しみのままに復讐の刃を握るか。復讐を忘れ新たな愛に生きるか。どちらを選んでも同じこと。愛と憎しみは互いに絡み合って
And I like that his name is in quotation marks, so he's August playing a character called quote-unquote August. Now's when I wish I hadn't taken the ice spell out of Yuki. I think Fen has it now.
万丈この一手。や有効性を確認。
こっちの番だ。我が名はビアトル。覚悟はいいか。と狙い目だ。
Is making his own self-insert story. But his is actually based on true facts, those who usually aren't.
ブーメラン。よく観察し。そら。いや、ここまでだ。真理への道は一日にしてもらいます。さ。
Oh, those are like the contraptions to control the stage from below. Someone's journal. Yes, killed before he'll kill again. I beg you. What happened in this room? My second bronze vest is old armor could go to someone else. So does nobody like clean up the human skeletons downstairs? I think I can take on this one. He's yellow and that other one was red.
よく観察して。有効性を確認。
活路を見出す。どこからでも来なさい。改正のチャンスだ。
お任せください。いざ。すぐよし。さてと。
こっちの番だ。我が名はビアトル。
Hitting with Jax. The book does work, but whatever.
行きますよ。すぐ直します。さてと。よく観察。
さあ、
Nice.
行くぞ。よし、今だ。
今。悪いわね。やるべき知恵こそが全てに勝る。
I'm realizing now that it's barely worth having this certain skill because the AoE version is just 1 SP more expensive. Yeah, I don't think it's even like stronger than the AoE for being a single target. I have to test that out later.
リアトル
攻め時です。
こん野郎転写負けるかよ。番だ。
よく観察して。行くわよ。頼むわね。力いっぱい元気出して。
Oh no, I picked the wrong weapon and wasted 3 BP on it.
万丈この一手分析に回らせてもらおう。
どうした？ふらつ
とに
いてるぜ。
かくやっちまえ。
勝ちます。
一気に叩く。
チャンスだよ。
Nice.
なんとかなったかな。
He also dropped a cornerstone, so I think that's how you get them by beating elite enemies. I have several more stat nuts, and I think if there's like any grounds for using this in anybody other than my avatar, because I know the avatar is your one character that's always going to be in the party, so I might as well use all these buffs on him. But this won't help him for now, because he doesn't have any magic attacks. It would be good for Alexia. Still don't know if I ever change my avatar's class in the future. Because it does seem like you can mix them up like you could in the first game.
させないでくれよ。よく観察して。
こっちの番だ。と覚悟はいいか。せい。
ほう。さてと。万丈この一手。想定通り。
いく。ああ。共にできた。
味わいなさい。終わりよ。大したことなかったわね。
I got think there's a safe spot here. I was about to head back to the other one. Do we walk in while he's reenacting that time he hid in the closet at my house? Actually, it would be funny if we did that, and since he was in the closet, we couldn't find him. Like, where's August? And we just left.
母を殺した私が憎いか。すべてをとして復讐を成したいか。ならば。
He's romanticizing an alternate ending to that scenario from the villa. That's so petty.
Oh. 幼き刃は我が胸に届かなかった。私は罪を重ね。
My sins are too great.
大いなる罰が私を待つ。
A must cruel punishment surely awaits me. You have no idea.
だが、それすらも背負う。
Or maybe he does, like he knows.
憎しみの刃、
We're going to interrupt him.
私は待ち焦がれる。
ついに会えたな、アーギュスト。この時を待っていたぞ。貴様の墓場をずっと探していた。似合いの場所だ。
私もそなたらの刃を待ち焦がれていた。さあ、どちらの憎しみが私を
Which of your shall prevail in leading me to my doom, I wonder.
憎しみの探検でこの胸を貫いてみよ。
陳腐なセリフだな。貴様の筋書き通りにはいかせんぞ。
まだわからな
That
い。
is unique
哀れな
Finson's gonna kick in, right?
これもすべて私の筋
You've
書
been
き。
following my script all along.
貴様がそこでそうして探検を握る姿は私が
You
書いたも
stand in,
の
I
だ。
wrote it down.
君は実に優秀な演者だよ。
何を言っている、この道化め。その薄笑いも俺の記憶も忌まわしいものすべて消してやる。
結末をその目で見るがいい。さあ、フィナーレだ。
キノコは払わせてもらおう。
Right, and remember this is only his first phase. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a second one.
よく
Not
観
weak
察
to both,
して。
that's sad.
そら、そういうことか。
さあ、プレゼント。
さあ行くぞ。
Fatal Sentence. Is that a doom spell like Alexa's gonna die at the end of this count? I don't think I have anything to cure that. I have this one Herb of Vitality that I don't have any way to replenish since no shop sells it. Since I have a lot of Olives of Life, it might be better to just let her die and then revive her.
ここだな。俺らの番だ。そら。
さてと。
足止めする。
万丈
She'll die no matter what, so I might also get one more analyzer.
そういうことか。
これはどうか。
こっちの番だ。力を込める。
Let him get one more charge to his parry first.
俺らの番だ。
すぐな。
ありがとう。
よく観察して。分析に回らせてもらうよ。
仕上げだ。
行くわよ。
さあ、
Another
さあ
fatal
行
sentence.
くぞ。
Oh, me now. Well, I'm glad I sucked up on those revives.
全力で行く。どこからでも来なさい。
行きますよ。覚悟なさい。この隙に。
その隙は逃がさね
力だけじゃない。
No, wait a second. Oh, they're the death sentences went away. So if you break the caster that did it, you'll get rid of the doom spell. Good to know.
力だけじゃない。出る杭は打つ。
一気に叩く。我が名はビアトル。
今よ。悪いわね。畳みかけましょう。
やる気がみなぎってこの野郎。連射。それ食らうがいい
ものか。
Ash was almost a one shot on Viator.
頼むわね。はあ、力いっぱい。直すね。
ありがとう。
元気出して。礼を言うよ。
こっちの番だ。
Still doesn't have any evasion stacked up.
万丈この一手。
腹ごとならパッ。覚悟はいいか。
さあ行くぞ。ああ、当てられるものか。
お祈りは済ませたか。そこ。さあプレゼント。しまった。俺らの番だ。
So long as you can break in fast enough every time, it isn't very dangerous. Just you're saying a small amount of damage.
行くよ。よいしょ。やっ。元気出して。
すまねえな。
So Yuki has a problem as a consequence of the Radiant Ball being so expensive that he runs out of SP really fast. Might be better to use some of his cheaper skills instead.
そこ。それ。
さあ行くぞ。我が名はビアトル。
食らうがいい。
行くよ。任せてちょうだい。ブーメラン。今のうちね。直すわ。
とにかくやっちまえ。
行きますよ。勝ちます。
顔色が悪いな、お客さん。加減はなしだ。
してもいられないか。知恵こそが全てに勝る。
How much does like the OE Dusk Fall does?
闇を包み込め。
Joe Fazunus, I think is more than that single target lightning spell was doing, so I guess. So I think AoE really is the same strength as the single target versions. Oh, the poison did work this time. That's another boss that like would be very poetic if you could kill him with poison. I forgot to have the mod with me, so I could have used that to kill Yuki's SP. It's more like SMT OE spells. It looks like being AoE is supposed to be a unique benefit to Alexia since she learns these skills naturally. Meanwhile, other characters have to only equip a single target version, but it's not like stronger to compensate for that.
食らうがいい。
これはピンチというやつかな。
神様がご覧だ。仕上げだ。
行くわよ。私だった。よいしょ。直すね。
ありがとう。
元気出して。
気ができちゃったな。
こっちの番だ。力を込める。
Both his evasion and his parry stacks are still fine.
我が名はビアトル。
それ。
こちらの番です。
やる気がみなぎってきたぜ。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。幸運を祈るぜ。
分析に回らせてもらうよ。
It's resist to attacks, so side his weak points have increased. Good thing most of my party can hit his weak points.
お任せください。
やる
And Dari could just fail.
受けてみやがる。狙い目だ。この気を逃さん。
Yeah, yo, just keep refreshing your stuff, which right now don't need anything.
あなたにこれを。
チャンスだよ。悪いわね。
顔色が悪いな、お客さん。
力だけじゃない。
Later, after try that setup, I mentioned a few where
闇を包み込
he
め。
has that skill that's super expensive, but guarantees a critical hit on the next one. Like I was this right before the boss gets his shield broken. And then I use Radiant Ball to see how much stronger that makes it.
流しや。
押し止めする。
一気に叩く。防御も戦術だ。一気に仕掛ける。ちょっと。
おとなしくしていてください。
食らうがいい。
活路を見出す。力を込める。当てられるものか。
これはピンチという。
腹ごとなら負けた。
負けない。直すね。
本気で。
こちらの番です。焦らずにしましょう。
さあ、プレゼン。
Hey, not afraid to since this hasn't really worked out for you even once for this fight.
それ。こっちの番だ。よっ。
This could, like the Fatal Sentence could be very dangerous
できた。
if you had the gimmick that some bosses in the first game had where they have minions and the boss's shield is invincible until you kill all of their minions.
元気出して。
善行を積んだね。お祈りは済ませたが、腹ごとなら任せん。そこ。やばよ。
Oh, well, that was it. I was just as underleveled for the boss as in Hermina's final quest, but this was much easier. But then this was only the first phase.
これでいい。この時を長い間私は待っていた。憎しみの刃に貫かれようと。悔いはない。
Oh, wait, what about this second phase? Was there a result screen in the when I killed him just now? I wasn't paying attention. It's not gonna be over yet.
マーベラス。
Oh, I see what's going on.
素晴らしい演技だったよ。君を選んで正解だった。
Notice how his name is on quotes now. Oh, I see. So that's what the note in that room where there was a like a he had dressed up another guy, I think, and had his curse on the chair. There was a note saying something like the fruit is right beside you.
私に忠実であり信頼できる男。
And I thought so. I mean, it was a bit misleading because then Schwartz read that note, so
私もまたシュワルツを演じた。
so you could think, does that mean that the Yuki is like the villain? So of course that's not the case. That sounded very confusing, right? What I mean is that there was a note saying the truth is right beside you. And if Yuki had read that out loud instead of Schwartz, that would have made the hint more clear that Schwartz is August.
あの時、私は平凡な悲劇に退屈していた。
But I think now was Schwartz like August in disguise all along, or did he get replaced in this quest?
何かを感じる。かつてない着想
That
を
would mean
もたら
that
す
Schwartz was August, and every time he saw August was actually another double of him.
そしてその後劇場で君を見た時全身を熱い血が駆け巡った。その時この物語が生まれたの。
And that's why he was talking about the script. In that case, who was the August we just killed then?
そして私は彼を演じることにした。遺恨を糧に復讐に生きる。
Yeah, part of a beautiful man consumed by hatred, living only for revenge.
君の喪失に寄り添う存在。君をこの作品へと導く案内人。
Right? So he was always
その先へは
in
進
on
ま
it.
ない方がいい。知らぬ方が幸福なことも世の中にはある。
That's to explain, like in just finding the key to the villa in the second chapter. That felt too easy.
私は君に問うた。自らが見たものを信じるか。
Also explains, like, I mean, half explains that thing I complained about, how they took too long to do something about
シュワルツと
when
いう男。
August was making the Francisca choice between him or her son.
私の知人。
But it makes sense if Schwartz was like always part of the plan. Still does not make sense that the Avatar took so long to take action.
そして彼を信じ、君は物語へと導かれ。どうだね、君も楽しんでくれたか。うん。助けて。殺してくれ。
Please kill.
俺を殺してくれ。おお。おっと、見苦しいところを。これはゲップのようなものだ。君まで手にかけるつもりはなかったのだが。
I had not planned to lay a
知
finger on you.
人が言うことを聞かなくてね。
My acquaintance is feeling disobedient. That's whatever God is possessing him.
真なる力を、真なる姿を我に与えたまえ。さ
My Yo looks so
いよ
ugly.
いよ幕引きだ
Nagus, the Prince of
君
Thieves.
の死でね惨劇から生き延び育まれた黒き像そうだこのために生かしておいたのだこれこそ私が待ち焦がれた大
It's
罪
very prime material. I wonder what the audience thinks of all that. They really stepped up their special effects.
至高の結末をさあ開演だぞ受けられるか受けられるか
行くわよ
Shall I figure out what this thing does?
私だってそれここだね元気出して
すまねえ
よく観察してそらそういうことか
こっちの番だ。さあここだな。
俺らの番だ。ちょっと息を整える。
And despite being a apothecary, Macy still doesn't have any dispelling skills. That would help a lot here. If I have them on the backline, they'll recover health at the same time that they lose from poison, so at least you should even out. Like my two party members that are poisoned.
万丈この一手
さあプレゼントだ
こっちの番
And this someone will keep casting Fatal Sentence. Well, Dark Purple with third ring of an Orbus Fall.
さあ行くぞ。
As far as scores go, I think the third ring will be red because that was the color in the power choice. Also, the villain of the power quest has like a red armor.
さあよし今だ。
畳みかけましょう力を込めて全力だ
I just did I shouldn't have gone for a normal attack there. I was confused for a second.
腹ごとなら任せな。神様がご覧だ。ダブル。
No, don't target the boss. No.
ここだな。
Celsius, I think you'll be the first to be replaced once I get more party members. This would be a good spot to use the my yacht. Oh, it also cure poison.
聖火神エルフリックよすみません
一気に叩く。さあ踏み込む。
行きますよそれここですね
ありがとう。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
私は頭脳ロードを担
腹ごとな
当なのだ
ら任せな。そこ。
If was weak to daggers, at least Celsius could help break his shield, but he's not. Oh, what about bows? Also not weak.
行くぞ。
こちらの番ですいざすぐの感謝するわ
さあ開演だぞ
行くわよ味わいなさい見なさい
こっちの番だ。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
Let me find out what else he's weak against. Maybe a spell from Alex will work on him.
そういうことか。
He's weak to dark, right?
こちらの番です。
Hey, that's a bit tricky because you wouldn't think he's weak to dark. Like you'd think that's his element, so he should resist it.
すぐ直します。行くわよ。私だって。いやー、ライフのパワー。元気出して。ありがとう。よく観察して分析に回らせてもらうよ。
そこ一気に叩く。よっ、
今が攻め時です。焦らずにしましょう。チャンスだよ。
He has a lot of healing, so I'm thinking that setting up Vator's tank build is not gonna work so well this time.
始まりなさい。
Also, I just find out another advantage that the Radiant Tower has over Yuki's other skills. You can pick the target in this one, not with these others.
ブーメラン。
お祈りは済ませたか。おー、仕上げだ。
さあ、どこからでも来なさい。覚悟はいいか。せい、狙い目だ。
全力で。いやー、勝ったー。元気出して。
一気に仕掛ける。
焦らず直しましょう。
I overshot that, like shouldn't have used 3 BP.
闇を包み込め。
一気に叩く。我が名はビアトル。
開演だぞ。マーベラス。
Weakness shifting stance is changed
万丈この一手。
his vulnerabilities.
そういうことか。
さあ、行くぞ。
I think his design does work for Octopath. He kind of reminds me of Hanet's final boss from the first game of it. And I could show what that boss looks like, but since I'm probably playing that game in the future also, maybe it's better to keep it a secret.
行くよ。
Are you weak to daggers? No.
俺らの番だ。ちょっと息を整える。
急所です。こっちの番。
Like, he doesn't seem to deal too much damage at one time, but he does spread it out across your party a lot.
直すね。効果的な戦術。万丈この一手。
腹ごとなら任せな。
こっちの番だ。我が名はビアトル。
行きますよ。
Save his VP to use on his evasion skill.
お願いします。こっちの番。
So what's that one missing weapon there? Maybe it's a fun, it's the one that I don't have.
直すね。
ありがとう。
元気出して。
使ったぜ。
受けられる。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
私は頭脳労働担当なのだが。そういうことか。
No, it's both. I could try had tried it already.
当てられるものか。覚悟はいいか。
But that's good to know.
ちょっと息を整える。
力を込めて焦らずにしましょう。
開演だ
こっちの番だ。
受けられるか。
行くよ。ごめん、ちょっと。
So now if I just got rid of this summon, I could use Rain of Flowers to metal down his shield faster.
味わいなさい。おいしい。よく観察して。
腹ごとなら任せな。えい、お気の毒だね。
とにかくやっちまえ。
二連弾。
さてと、私だって。よいしょ。直すね。
ありがとう。
元気出して。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
Nice Sperry finally blocked something.
さあ行くぞ。こっちの番だ。よし今だ。
顔色が悪いな、お客さん。
知恵こそが全てに勝る。三日月を貫け。
チャンスだよ。
I could go for that. I think I have just enough SP. So I use first shot first to guarantee a critical on my next attack, and then my next attack is a fully charged Radiant Arrow. But I'm just confused by how expensive this skill is for like it's a setup skill, so I use it before to follow up with another one, which is weird to me that this alone is so expensive. This better be like a really powerful crit.
一気に仕掛ける。
Alright, maybe I'm like supposed to use it early in the battle, then place Yuki in the backline and only bring him back when it's time to unleash that other big attack.
一気に叩く。我が名はビアトル。
今よ。
So here's a big one, I hope.
悪いわね。
Jill fazing something that's...
ありがとう。
Wait, that wasn't a critical, was
全
it?
力だ。
I think that's the same damage it always does. Does it only work with like regular attacks?
腹ごとなら任せな。
とにかくやっちまえ。
来ますよ。おとなしくしていてください。
開演だぞ。
Oh, that's so sad. I missed a fully charged paralysis.
さてと、力が入るのか。元気出して。
さあ行くぞ。我が名はビアトル。
行きますよ。
やる気がみなぎってきたぜ。
二連弾。
さあ行くぞ。拝借します。当たらないぞ。
お祈りは済ませたか。
私は頭脳労働担当なのだが。闇を包み込め。
行くよ。任せてちょうだい。
I just don't have...
頼むわね。
enough SP to use the boomerang. That will let me hit twice with ducks.
感謝するわ。元気出して。
本気で俺らの番だ。さあできた。開演だぞ。
こっちの番。
Silence on everybody's. That just means
よいしょ。
I can use them to just break the shield, then switch to the backline to use their actual skills.
よく観察して。分析に回らせてもらうよ。
そこ。こっちの番だ。と、よし、今だ。とにかくやっちまえ。
すぐ直します。助かった。
この気を逃さん。力を込める。ダン。
受けられるか受けられるか見せてくれたまえ思考に結末を。
Oh, yeah. Good thing he's about to get his shield broken.
加減はなしだ。
今が攻め時です。
We're not gonna see his ult today.
チャンスだよ。えい、今だよ。
さあプレゼント。
顔色が悪いな、お客さん。
私は力だけじゃない。
Oh, she's still silenced.
今のうち。悪いわね。畳みかけましょう。
And so is Finn.
ちょっと息を整える。
なんだ、剣を握れる。
開演だぞ。マーベラス。君はいい。
神様が見てらっしゃるぜ。
I felt like I had the chance to finishing off there, but now I have a 24 shield to deal with.
知恵こそがお見舞いしよう。こちらの番です。お願いします。
打ち抜くぜ。
行くわよ。誰や。
さあ、
Turns out Rain of Fires is not that inaccurate. I think it's just I was trying to use it against enemies with high evasion.
拝借します。
俺らの番だ。ちょっと息を整える。やる気がみなぎって仕留めた。
What an anticlimactic way to end it. Oh, just like pelted the monster once and it fell over. Especially since we're fighting a theater stage, this must have been so disappointing for the audience. Sorry about that. Even August is disappointed. Like, why didn't you use a flasher skill to finish me off?
指輪よ。
Collecting those rings is gonna backfire on us, right? They're gonna merge into a even stronger monster by the end of the game.
忌まわしき輪廻から解き放たれるか。
It's gonna make for a funny clip. So on Twitch there is a button I can press on my stream manager where it, like makes a clip of whatever just happened, like the last couple minutes. But I never remember to press it in time. Like I always have to go back to the VOD and find the moments I know to clip. Like just now I forgot I could press it. At least I know it's like right at the end of the stream, because I am about to end it probably just after this cutscene.
アギュスト様、劇中の事故で
Are we for real? We're making...
アギュスト様
We're
の
having
発見を
funeral.
一生忘れないわ。
I thought that thing like getting turned into the most grotesque monster I've ever seen would have turned all these people off. At least now we know that they didn't like him for his looks.
アーギュストの名声は永遠に。彼が死しても語り継がれる。
Yeah, continue to sing his name even in death. Also, what were you about? You
彼は微笑みもしないだろう
didn't do anything important.
彼の劇はどれも傑作だったが、特に
This last one in particular gave me chills.
したよ。かつて彼は
He once went by the name of Schwartz.
名声とは無縁だったが、劇場で働き、劇作家を夢見て。
Thinking back, Schwartz's hairstyle was kind of similar to Augustus.
だが、妻を雇い主に奪わ
Was
れ
it was by the theater owner and killed, so that's why the owner was dead at his desk before.
彼は復讐を遂げたが、何も残らなかった。劇を書くことの他には、
Nothing other than writing plays.
彼はアーギュストと名乗り、劇を書き続けた。異常な情熱を持ってね。だが、一方で、彼の心の奥には、シュワルツも居続けた。眼前でアーギュストの犠牲が増えるたび、シュワルツは傷つき、苦しんでいった。彼はいつからか、
Yeah, eventually must have started looking for someone to bring an end to the tragedy.
それが君だった。なんてね。ふとそんな物語が浮かんだよ。
That would make for a good story.
名声とは虚像なり。
And that's the end with no character in the artwork this time. I mean, there is one, so... The wealth quest ended with a picture of Bargello at the center, because he was your main helper for that quest. Now, technically speaking, that's a picture of Schwartz that was your helper in the Fame quest. I did like this one quite a lot as well, actually. Like, I had my suspicions about the twist at the end, but was still shocked when it happened, so I think it worked well enough. August was like an engaging villain to go after. And I feel like that's what this game is gonna be about, like making villains that you want to fight. Which is a big contrast to the first Octopath. I said before that well, a lot of that game you'd like you'd meet a villain in one chapter, then kill them in the same chapter. You didn't have a lot in terms of overarching villains. Except for in the couple character stories, I think. given that and Hermina before, I have high expectations for the next villain. Now it's only the power quest to do. I mean, after I complete this, there's gonna be something else. I just have no idea what, because look at how much content there still is to explore. Clearly the game is not even close to ending yet. I just hope that after this game sorts itself out on balancing the levels, because when I start this, I'll be back to just staying rolling the quest, because it's like level 6. My team's almost level 20 by now. Before I end the stream, there's one new party member over here in the theater. So I wanted to check that out first. And everybody liked the final play. So you're not the party member? This is gonna leave the door open for another psychopath to show up at the theater. Your performance was superb, thanks. Watch the rehearsal, so this is gonna be probably gonna be a longer cutscene. In that case, I'm leaving this for next week. And if you don't wanna miss like whoever I'm going to recruit next, then hope to see you next week. I think I have a friend streaming right now, like ask for people to rate. Yes, I do, and she should be in this list. I'm gonna be leaving in Lawless stream, and she's playing Fantasy Life 5, which is actually a game I'm considering streaming in the future. Thanks, Kron. Thanks, Knight. Thanks a lot for tuning in today again. Also, thanks for everybody who's been lurking, and I hope to see you next week. And have a good night.